I am Christy Clear, and I am a researcher at the Research Institute for Nature and Forest in Brussels, in Belgium, and I'm also actively involved in the Society for Ecological Restoration, which is an organization that tries to bridge the gap between science and practice and policy on all matters of ecological restoration. The Society for Ecological Restoration published the principles and standards for restoration, which are the set of guiding principles that are really also aligning with a lot what people call rewilding. We like the word rewilding because it is very appealing to the public. It's about having nature more wild, larger, in better condition. And so that's especially attractive to younger people. So the concept is really, really nice, but in practice, it's difficult to define it because it has so many meanings, has so many scales, so many measures that can be applied and are called rewilding. We don't use the word that much because it covers so many aspects, and we like to be more precise in what we define with when we talk about restoration. Well, there are many challenges, of course, like the nature restoration law. It really looks at how nature can be improved, but how also by doing nature restoration, we do something about mitigation and adaptation to climate change. And of course, there are all these benefits for the people, like improving the quality of the air, the soil, the water. So these are ecosystem services that benefit a lot from investment in nature restoration or rewilding. But the nature restoration law is not only about nature, it's also about climate and about people in the first place. But a crucial success factor will be the alignment of other European policies with obligations of the nature restoration law. So it first comes to mind, of course, the agriculture policy, but there's also the fisheries policy, the energy policy, the climate policy. So we are looking forward to having a separate, an earmarked biodiversity fund. There is a clear risk in the coming months that there will be budget cuts within the European Union, and hopefully they will not forget that nature restoration is not a cost, but is an investment. At the moment, we only have one earmarked fund, and that is the LIFE fund, which is a small European fund. And with the budget cuts, some people fear that the LIFE program will disappear. So if there is no alternative and no separate earmarked biodiversity fund, then this law is really crippled from the beginning, and to upscale nature restoration. That's why also there are other opportunities to find funding, and the Commission is now considering to create a nature credit program. So in parallel or similarly with the carbon credits that already exist, especially to attract money from the private sector. As a volunteer, as a young person, I was 19 years old when I became responsible for the management of a fen meadow nature reserve, and it was heavily degraded. And I was successful in obtaining some money for all kinds of restoration measures, which worked out perfect fine, and is still one of my satisfactions in life, so to say, to see that nature really came back after the restoration.